Welcome to the weekend update for Liberty Leadership and Lives with Larry Linton. Things are still going well down here in the Permian Basin. The team I am working with, they are continuously improving. There's some interesting things happening in the General Assembly, as well as right here in Sevierville. Locally, Empowered Sevier is hosting a Meet the Candidate night. I have been sharing this event across all of my social media pages. It will take place at the Sevierville Civic Center at 120 Gary Wade Boulevard on the 7th of April. At the event, you will be able to meet current elected officials as well as candidates that are campaigning for elected office. In Sevier County, primary election day is May the 3rd. It's coming up quickly, so this will be a great time to maybe get some questions answered. It will especially be important to talk to candidates for and current elected members of the school board concerning all the information that is coming to light recently. I will be there as well and will do my best to meet and talk with as many of you that show up. The event will take place from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. While you are there, you will also be able to find out more specific information about the upcoming elections and participate in a straw poll. Empowered Sevier will be providing some light refreshments. If you would like more information about the event, you can send an email to empoweredsevier@gmail.com or call 765-914-4682. Again, you can send an email to empoweredsevier@gmail.com or call 765-914-4682. Early voting in Sevier County begins on April 13th, and the primary election day is May the 3rd. Change begins at the local level, so please come to the event and get involved in our self-governance. On to the state news. Well, it seems like there is a never-ending litany of the efforts by the trans-publicans in our General Assembly to effectively kill bills meant to protect our liberties. Last week, the Parents' Bill of Rights, House Bill 2451, failed in the Health Subcommittee. This is a favorite tactic of the trans-publicans. They ensure that a bill fails in subcommittee so that it never sees the light of day. Once again, I encourage all my Tennessee listeners to sign up to track not only your House and Senate legislators in the General Assembly, but also to track the actions on bills there. You can also sign up to receive the House and Senate weekly calendar so you know what day and time you can watch online about how the Chamber discusses these bills. But let's get back to the Parents' Bill of Rights and the Health Subcommittee. The summary of the bill is this. As introduced, enacts the Parent Bill of Rights, which requires local education agencies to permit parents to have access to certain information, including the names of instructors, titles available in the school library, teachers' manuals and curriculum, requires parents to provide written consent before a student can participate in any extracurricular activity, family life lesson, field trip, school assembly, or guest speaker event, prohibits certain healthcare practitioners from providing medical treatment to a minor without parental consent or an appropriate court order. All of that sounds pretty reasonable to me, as well as it protects the rights of parents with children in government schools to be actively engaged in the so-called education process. Well, this bill failed to receive a second on moving it forward out of the committee. Pretty strange considering the political party makeup of the committee. Remember, it is a GOP supermajority. The bill's sponsor, Representative Weaver out of Lancaster, had this to say, quote, "I find it appalling that a bill brought to me by a parent, not a lobbyist, was never even heard by the committee. Thus, the parents across the state were silenced. However, the lobbyist voices rang loud and clear. Parents' rights? Patients' rights? What's next? From the words of the late great Tom Petty, I won't back down." Unquote. That sounds like what we should expect from a conservative legislator. This is what the major political parties are doing to our system of governance. Lobbyist voices and views are more important to the elected members of the General Assembly than the voices and views of the people who sent them there. In the upcoming elections, you, the voters, can change this by supporting independent or true conservative candidates like myself. Until next week, this has been the weekend update of Liberty, Leadership, and Lives with Larry Linton. I pray you all have a wonderful weekend. Stand in the arena with me. Reveille, it's time to wake up.